Hi everybody, Christine Bertram coming to you live from the Hive on a Monday. It's the 28th of November, and I might have surprised you because this is supposed to be Kelly doing Paper Pumpkin with you guys. She has officially she's done every Paper Pumpkin since Hawaii of May of 2020. So, wow. I kept working on things, and then I got here like at 1:45, and I realized that I changed my passwords for Google and Facebook and whatever over the weekend because I was working with somebody on stuff and I didn't have my passwords. We're like, oh, let's just reset your passwords. And then I'm like, that's how that went. So I was like logging into everything and having to remember them, and no excuses. I'm late, you guys. And technically, I'm like, well, Kelly would have been here, and she probably would have been 2 minutes late anyways. So, hi, Cindy Runtree. Hi, Marsha Long. And Judy Sharp is here. Yay. Hi, Sarah Merchant and Dawn Fay. Jennifer Jones and Mary Lemke. Oh, you guys are all coming in here. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Susan, I saw that you sent me a friend request on Facebook. Was that you, or was that an impersonator? I'm curious. Hi, Melanie Foy. Oh, so yeah. Oh, it's I think officially the last Facebook Live class of the month. I have one more in-person class on Wednesday, and it's Lucky Hand. Hi, Doris Munson. Hi, Randy Schultz. And then we have the first live class in December is on the 1st. And I was thinking in my head, oh, thanks, Julie Bierschbach. Julie was proofreading something for me. Yay, I listed the incorrect date. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Julie, for whenever you log in here. I appreciate your help. So, you guys, we're working on the schedule for 2023. And I know that if you're like me or a little bit like me, you like to plan ahead. And hi, Deb Norman. And it's nice to know when things are going to be, especially in the new year. And yay, Melanie got the notification. Woohoo! And so I like to plan ahead. So I've got my whole skeleton, not just a month, you guys, not just 4 months, but we've got the whole skeleton calendar put together for all of 2023. Now, will things change? Most likely, yes. But for mostly, I think 95% of the time, it doesn't change. Hi, Donna Simmer. But things happen. My brother will get married next year, and he hasn't set the date. I have an idea of when it is, but he might switch it up on me. And so, things might change, and always things come up. But I have a good plan for what we're going to do. Thanks, Marsha Long. Thanks for saying to click the thumbs up next to the live chat. I need to do that myself. So if anybody wants to share this video in Facebook, that would be awesome. I did not have a second to do that. I literally got the cover photo added and got everything added in terms of the verbiage for the event, and then I hit go live. Thanks for sharing, Jennifer Jones. So yeah, I like to plan ahead. So just know that that skeleton calendar will be probably put on my website in the next week. Julie was proofreading it. I sent it to Deb Norman to proofread. They helped me out with did the date get put in there correctly? Did the day of the week get put in there correctly? And I like to have things as correct as possible, and that's how that goes. So hopefully we'll make any updates and then get that published this week. Thanks for sharing, Cindy Runtree. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't have a chance to share this on Facebook in my page. So you guys, I got an itch. You can see it on my neck, and so I'm trying not to itch it. But yeah, right in the middle. I don't know if I had a necklace on or something happened, but got something on my neck going on there. So hi, Lynn Beasley. Yeah, Deb, those darn passwords. My mom got a new phone on Friday, and all I did was hear her be, and you know what the word I'm trying to say, but it's a swear word, and complain. And my dad said all she did was be and complain about it all weekend. And I said, Dad, I would be the same way. If I got a new cell phone, I would probably complain about it until I get used to it. Hi, Luann Johnson. Hi, darling Blaze. It's just any kind of time you get a new technology, like a computer or a cell phone, it's a pain in the butt to redo everything, get all your passwords up to date, and get familiar with how it works. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate getting a new phone. I hate getting a new laptop. So I've had my laptop, you guys, since 2012, and the light goes out on it. It like goes in and out. And I bought a new one back in the spring of last year. I absolutely hated it so much that I was talking to Kelly, and Kelly's like, well, I need a new computer, and I love the computer that you bought. I'll take that one from you if you want to buy a new one. I finally bought a new computer last week, Wednesday, and it's supposed to be delivered on Wednesday, this week, Wednesday, so the 30th. And that's what I'm going to be looking forward to over the course of the next week is updating a new computer. But hopefully it's the same as my last computer, which they don't make anymore. That's how that goes. But yeah, so that's the story. The struggle is real, you guys. We get it. Hi, Debbie Schultz. So what are we going to do today? We have paper pumpkin, and I didn't even really think about it until about maybe 30 minutes ago. I'm prepping for classes. Mom and I are kidding up Let's Just Stamp tomorrow. We're kidding up the monthly class tomorrow, and we're kidding up He's the Man. Yes, it's going to be a triple whammy. Hi, Hildenel. It is going to be a triple decker sandwich tomorrow of kidding. And Blue Christmas was kitted up last week already. Game night's pretty much kitted up. But I thought to myself, well, what am I going to do for an alternative? And Kelly said to me, Chris, will you do paper pumpkin? I'll send you some ideas for the alternatives. Well, this girl, my cousin Kelly, is just as busy as I am, you guys. And we talked about it yesterday, and I haven't seen any alternatives come through. And I'm like, what am I going to do for alternatives for you guys? And I thought to myself, you know what we're going to do? We're going to shop through the upcoming cards for classes. Hi, Anna Schaefer. Good luck with the new computer. Thanks. I need that. Oh, thanks, Hildenel. I appreciate that. Congratulations are in order. Yes, it's been 10 years, right? I'm so happy it lasted me 10 years, but 10 years is, I want 5 or 10 more years out of it. Yep. So that's exactly what happens. They make it so easy for you guys and me for us to save our passwords on our computer. But when you get a new computer, you got to set them all up again. And I don't have the Google saving passwords, and I don't have an Apple or that kind of technology, and I don't have the app to save passwords. So I have them all. They are documented in a spreadsheet, so I will be putting them all in one by one, but that's okay with me. So back to alternative cards for you guys. I haven't opened up the pumpkin. I know it's tags. I haven't looked in it yet. I haven't really searched on the internet to even see what they look like. So you guys, we're creating on the fly tonight. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. And when it comes to the alternative, what we're going to do is we're going to go through, after I've seen these tags, and what I had dominoes that just fell down here. After we see the tags, we are going to go through this little bucket that I have here and share, like you guys have seen, I did the showcase last week. So, we're going to find a template or that might be good too. Like, we're going to look through these cards and we're going to say, oh my gosh, we could put a tag on this kind of a card, right? I have an idea in my head that like this one might be cool to use for an alternative. Hi, Barb Johnson. You can see passwords in the settings. Yeah. I don't have an Apple phone. I don't like Apple phones, actually, you guys. I had one like 5 years ago, 2016, whatever that is. I got one and I'm like, nope, never again. So what we're going to do, you either like Samsung or you like Apple. And my boyfriend is an Apple fan, and we always give each other crap about who's got the superior phone, right? So we're going to go through and we're going to search one of these cards. You guys, these are what's coming up for the month of December. I have an idea, like this one might look cute with a tag on it. That might look cute. We might cut the tags up. I guess we're going to see once what happens. So, that one too, I thought, ooh, could we do an easel card like this and make that into an alternative? So I want to show you what we're going to do is basically put that together and show you how you could take a previous card, if you are not all about these tags, and you could turn your tags into a card. So that's what I thought in my head. Hi, Dawn Faye. You can put them in your address book as well. Yes, definitely agree that there are so many ways to make it so easy to do a switch over. And I think I refuse to make it easy. I don't know if I do that intentionally or just make it hard for myself. But so that's what we're going to do for the alternative. I do have here, you guys, a list of names of everybody who got their pumpkins through me. Plus, I promised you guys a drawing from last week from the seasonal sale. I had 2 people who got took advantage of the seasonal sale, I believe. Judy Bobo and Jean Terwilliger. They each put in, well, not that they're the only ones. If the order was over $75, then I'm doing a drawing for a stamp set. So I think Judy and Jean were the only ones that were over $75. And we have 20 people who got their paper pumpkins through me. If you look back here, you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 4 of this pumpkin left. And so if somebody reaches out to me while I'm doing the live and says, hey, I want to get that paper pumpkin from you, I'll add you so you get in for the drawing. But you really got to like spell it out in the message. Say, hey, I would like the November paper pumpkin so I can see your comment. And if I miss acknowledging you and giving you your number, then say it again. I try to keep up with the comments very closely. But it looks like I have 4 there because I've got Kelly's out on the counter and mine is here. So I think I have 4 left. It's $26 or for porch pickup, or if you need it mailed, it's $7 to have it mailed. If you have some card classes going out in the near future, we can look at consolidating it and saving shipping as well. So, so don't send any money until we figure out how much to send, right? So, all right. So I have some Happy Mail. As long as I'm here with you guys, I'm going to share with you the Happy Mail I have. You guys, the host code changed today as well. So in case you are looking to put in an order, this is the one effective as of today, the 28th. It starts with a V. You can always find that on my website as well. So I have some Happy Mail, though, to share with you guys. These came in over the weekend or today. This one is from Faye Godby. So it's embossed with a butterfly, and then she added some coloring to parts of the wings. And it's just a very subtle background. It's so pretty, though, to have the butterflies on there. Kindness changes the world, one heart at a time. So yay, you got that one from Faye Godby. This one came in from Cindy Runtree. Look at this one. She colored all those flowers, I believe, with Belens or some sort of alcohol marker is my guess. They look so shaded and colored so nicely. And it's a hello card with some flowers on it. Simple, but very elegant with how she colored everything. Very nice. Thank you for that one. This one you guys might recognize. This came from Gloria Shermo, and she was on the bus trip with me. And you guys might recognize this to be the layout for the ink, paper, scissors from the Gnomes class. So very cool. Put that like that so you can see the inside. And she altered it just slightly by putting a different color in the background that kind of matches their hats. But otherwise, it looks very similar to the one that we did in class. Very cool. Oh, yeah, you guys, look at what she did. She put the sending sunshine, love, and big hugs on the back here, and she embossed it in clear. I love it. That's awesome, Gloria. Thanks for your card. And then this one comes to me from, this one is from Anna Revenue, but yes, back to this card from Cindy. Cindy, I got it on Saturday, and I think I threw away the envelope right away. So Cindy was curious about when it arrived, like what the postmarking was. So I don't have the envelope, Cindy, and I meant to message you that and tell you that. I was like, oh, I wasn't going to dig too far in the garbage because there was like leftovers in there, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to go digging through the garbage to find the date. But yeah, so Cindy mailed it like 2 weeks ago, and it finally came on Saturday. So yay! My friend and I both need real red cardstock. I hope it doesn't take 2 weeks. No, so the order... so I don't think, Melanie, the ordering is taking 2 weeks. I think that the mail is taking longer now. So what's happening, you guys, is it's getting to be a lot like Christmas, and mail is going to start getting hosed up. So that's why I want to get the next 3 classes kitted up and in the mail. And that leaves basically ink, paper, scissors, and then also the fitting florets and the Ringed with Nature. So this one is from Anna Revenue. She has a little butterfly on here and a little bee, yay. And she wrote a little love note for me. Look, she decorated the envelope with a little strip of designer paper. And then this is what her card looks like. It's a thank you card. So Anna is one of my helpers, and I saved some of the treatsies and goodies from the onstage trip that we did. so that she had something for a little bit of a thank you for all of her die cutting that she does and whatever I need. Now she even scored paper for me last week. Yeah, so she's very, very amazing, you guys. So Anna sent me a thank you card. So I love it, Anna. And I think that's what I have for Happy Mail. So yay. All right. So let's see what this paper pumpkin is all about, you guys. So just to hold me accountable too, I want to make sure I don't forget. Let's do roll call though before we do the pumpkin. Before we put it together. Hold me accountable. We'll do a drawing at the end of class for the 20 people who've signed up, plus anybody else who signs up in the interim. So we have Lynn Beasley, Amy Ponce, Jean Terwilliger, Sherry Martin, Barb Johnson, Laura Wood, Marge Haas, Katie Garbish, Jolene Schrei, Tracy Saylor, Elaine Rebeck, Angela Knutson, Barb Freund, Brenda Credwig, Cindy Ettringer, Carissa Planica, Patricia Wilger, Carmen Melendez, Debbie Buzzy at Work Schultz, and Deborah Ryan. So yay, thank you for all of you who get your pumpkins through me. I appreciate it so much. Just because you get your pumpkin through me, if you don't get your, what I'm trying to say is if you don't get your pumpkin through me, you can still watch. I always do every, I was going to say Facebook, wow. Every YouTube class I do, you guys, regardless of if you take the class with me or not, you're always welcome to watch and learn and hopefully get inspired and make something creative or crafty with what you're watching. When you do sign up to take a class with me though, I include you. Hi, Mary Schreiber. Good evening from Southwest Minnesota. Hey there from Southwest Minnesota. Oh, you got the card on Saturday. Yes, you guys. Cards went out last week. Yay. So if people take the classes with me, they get kits, or I also include them in drawings if they place orders to get the cards for free. So that's one of the little perks from doing a class with me. So yeah, going back to Mary Schreiber's comment, you guys, I posted a picture on my Cards by Christine Facebook page. I think there were maybe 30 things or 30 envelopes that went in the mail, and they were from October fun folds through current. We're almost, I think, through last week's class. I'm looking to see what I can find, but I think we just have last week's cards that were won now, so we're pretty much caught up. Yay! It was like a weight off the shoulders to get that at the post office last week with game night and with some of the Blue Christmas cards. So yay! You're very welcome, Mary. I'm glad you got it. So we're gonna do a paper pumpkin, and I don't know, guys. I haven't watched Kelly. I don't watch Kelly do the paper pumpkin classes, so I don't know if she does anything special or if she doesn't. And it feels like so long ago that I have done this, but I'm just gonna go through it with you and see what we can find, and then we'll go ahead and make an alternative on the fly. How does that sound? I hope you like that concept. Hi, Susan. All right, so paper pumpkin. Oh, I'm curious. Okay, thumbs ups or hearts, give me a little shout out if you guys are regardless if you get it through me or not, if you're paper pumpkin subscribers. I'm curious how many of you are getting this monthly. It could be monthly, or you could have just signed up to get this month. Paper pumpkin is a subscription, and you can start it and stop it at any time. And you can get it on a prepaid basis, or you could pay for it month to month through a subscription. So one of the tricks with paper pumpkin, let me tell you guys this. One of the tricks with paper pumpkin is if you get paper pumpkin and you want to, I'm opening it. All I'm doing is opening it, you guys. If you want to get one of my classes for free. Hi, Mary. Oh, all you guys are coming in that you're getting it. Awesome. So one of the things that they do is they sell 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and 12-month paper pumpkin subscriptions. And if you want to buy a prepaid subscription on an order, and let's say you get a 3-month subscription, it's $63, I think. If you get it on an order and use my host code, you can also pick out a free class from me that's offered free with a purchase. So it's kind of like double dipping in a way, meaning that you're getting your order, which is your paper pumpkin. You'll get a code from Stampin' Up, and you'll go in and add that code to your account, and you won't be billed then for 3 months because you've paid for it ahead of time. So you paid for it ahead. And then, so basically you've prepaid for paper pumpkin for 3 months, let's say, and now you get to pick out a free class, and then every month you'll get your paper pumpkin sent to you and won't be billed on a monthly basis because you prepaid it up front. So there's a little insider information in case you don't know that. You could get a 1 month subscription and also anything else and add it to your cart. And as long as you're over $45 and you use the host code, you can get a class with me for free. So yay. So those are some awesome things. And especially during sale-a-bration, which is coming up in January. I have an itch. I have to get it. You guys, I tried not to, but it was there. Whew. And the longer I waited, the worse it got. Wow. I was hopeful I could flip the camera down before, but I couldn't stop myself. Okay. So if you, during sale-a-bration, get, let's say, a 3-month subscription, you would also get to pick a sale-a-bration item. If you do a 6-month or a 12-month, you get many sale-a-bration items. So that's something to think about when sale-a-bration is upon us, which is January, about getting the paper pumpkin. Now, if you get paper pumpkin on a month-to-month basis and you're getting charged on your credit card for it monthly and you're not having it linked to a host code, then no, it doesn't work to get it towards a class. So it's got to be if it's on a prepaid code with me. So there you go. Just thought I'd share that. I'm sure Kelly shares that as well too. Yeah, let's just see what happens here, you guys. I'm like, this is the box. It's a cute little box. So if you're looking to gift some smaller gifts to your friends or family, like if you have cards that you're giving to somebody for Christmas, you could definitely put them in this box and you wouldn't even necessarily have to wrap it up. You could just put ribbon around it and use this box as packaging for itself. So yay. So the paper pumpkin, now this one we knew was going to be tags related. And so you get always with every paper pumpkin, you get some stamps, and they're always exclusive to Paper Pumpkin. You can't get them any other way. It's got to be through a pumpkin. And sometimes they put these kits in the online store. If they have a extra abundance of them, you could sometimes get a full kit. Sometimes they sell the refills in the online store, but it's never a guarantee. And so that's why it's important that if you do want a kit that you get signed up for it ahead of time. This one's kind of cool. Express Delivery North Pole. It's got ho, 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 open me from Santa, a candy cane, joy, no peeking, Merry Christmas, to and from. Very cool. And a circle that I'm sure will get used at some point. There's a special thing for that one. So you get stamps. You also get a little ink spot. Now, I choose not to open my ink spots, and I believe that Kelly doesn't usually do that either. We save them. I sometimes use them for prizes. I like to use, and they're great. They work. But I like to use my ink pad, my cherry cobbler. I didn't even know what color was in there, so I didn't pull it out ahead of time. So I like to use my full-size ink pad when it comes to using the kit or making the kit. You could also pull in other colors if you wanted to. The other thing, in the very first pumpkin that you get a D block, a paper pumpkin D block. And I have no idea where my paper pumpkin block is, so I generally pull in a couple other blocks. A D1, that's a normal D, and then I have here a B block. So I just pulled those and set those. Sometimes when you have a smaller stamp like this, and you put it on a big block like this, you end up getting ink all over the place when you use one of the big pads. Now, if you did that with the ink spot and did it upside down, you wouldn't have that much of a problem. But that's why I pulled in this little baby block in addition to the D block. So pumpkins, first time you get a pumpkin that you sign up, you get a D block. And then everything that you get, every stamp set that comes in a pumpkin should always fit on that D block. Like this stamp is pretty big, but it definitely fits on the D block. They don't duplicate colors, from what I understand, in a 12-month period of time. And I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention to what all the other colors are, so I'm hoping that's still accurate. These boxes are pretty cool too, because if you don't like this outside, you could always put it inside out and have a brown corrugated box, and then you could wrap it with paper and decorate that box as well. So there's our paper pumpkin box. And what do we have here? In here it says, do more with your holiday crafting. Mix and match elements from the October and November pumpkin. So speaking of that, I think I have, maybe, I do. All right, one moment, please. I have the November pumpkin here. So, no, I'm sorry, October pumpkin here. So what they said here is October and November paper pumpkin kits to make your own do-it-yourself creation. They used crumb cake card front from the October kit as a stencil, then added pool party ink with blending brush to create a lovely design on the vellum layer. What can you do to combine parts and pieces from both holiday kits? Oh, well, since that is a challenge, yeah, Kelly did these cards for you guys last time. Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. So what I might do is take a gander at what's in this one, and maybe we can mix and match some pieces. Yay, okay, we'll try that. On the back here, it talks about what's coming up for next month. So in December, the pumpkin is never Christmas related. It's always on to the new year. So it says, good things come in small packages, gift card holders and more. Are you ready for what's coming next? Make sure you're subscribed. And you get here, it says make 16 card holders for each of 4 designs. And then there's also an add-on, these envelopes and note cards, or I should say, these are not note cards. These are regular sized card bases with matching envelopes. So there's an add-on pack that you can get that goes with the December pumpkin. Super cool. I believe that add-on pack is $10, and I believe it makes 20. You get 20, so 5 each of the colors in the cards and the envelopes. So that's what's coming up for December. So that's what you can look forward to with hopefully Kelly next month. You always get this colored tissue paper in here. I think that they probably coordinated. It looks like mint macaron to me. So what you could do is save this tissue paper and use it for packaging up those handmade cards, greeting cards that you're going to gift to somebody in this box. That's always my thought. So I never really ever get rid of the tissue paper. I always try to reuse, reduce, recycle, right? So this is how the refill would come. So let's say that you see on the online store that they have a refill available. The refill only includes what's inside this plastic wrapper. The refill does not include, hi Linda Hall. The wrapper, it does not include this or the spot if you get the refill. So let's see here. Let's grab our little scissors and open this up and see what is in here. Looks like there's a twine. So a little note of this is insider information too. I know somebody who works heavily with Stampin' Up! In the paper pumpkin side of things, and she explained to me that if you get a ribbon in your kit, then you won't get an embellishment. If you get an embellishment, you won't get ribbon. So in this case, there's a teeny tiny roll of, it looks like twine, baker's twine, and it's mint macaron, and it's a little thin, like it's really dainty, and so it'll make nice for it's not very bulky. So that is the thread. It looks like you get a little sheet here of mini Stampin' Dimensionals, so we'll set those there. Looks like you've got tags, 4 sheets of those. There are 2 sheets of these, a sheet like that, a lot of die cuts. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Oh, Tyler would hate it. Look how glimmery that is, you guys. This is like Stella on steroids that's colored green. Wow. Okay, so we've got a lot of glitterific green going on here. There are some white tags, and then there's some holographic. So they have snowflakes that are this iridescent, and they are in the holiday catalog. So they kind of match that. We might have to pull one of those in if that would look nice. Ooh, that one just popped out. And then there's a little sheet here of the mini glue dots, which a lot of people that I know don't like these so much because I'd rather have my roll, right? But you know what? Sometimes they'll go into the community. There's like a little community bin of these guys that if people come to class and don't have mini glue dots, then they can use these. So piece of cardboard, yay, what I've always wanted. And I use that for shipping, you guys. So when we have packages that go out to people and we don't want things bending, these little cardboards are saved for that. And then on the bottom, it looks like some instructions. So it looks like you're gonna have 4 of each of the 3 designs for tags. And when you flip this open, they have nice color coded or like coloring. This has come a long way since the very beginning. There's a ruler on the side here too. Look at this. This ruler goes up to 18 inches in case you're wondering. The only thing you're really gonna need to bring in here is a scissors for cutting some of the ribbon. And I guess you guys, there's two options. Like this is one tag, this is another tag, and this is another tag. You could follow the instructions here. I always say follow the instructions on the pin pad. And then the other option too is if you like to look at what it looks like completed, you could always go by this outside picture. So we have 1 card, 2 card, 3. And then on the back here, it shows what you need for each card. And then on the other side here, it has everything laid out like I kind of just did. And then you can do more with this kit if you go to Paper Pumpkin Coordination. See a list of coordinating products in case you want to add things. I should have done that beforehand because I could have seen what would be good with this one. Okay, so let's make, so you guys, this, I don't know if Kelly says this, you guys, or not, but I love to pop everything out right away so that everything, you know, is done. So we're going to, and I don't know if she does that every time. I don't know if she makes all of them. I'm guessing she only makes one of each of everything would be my guess. Because when I look at what she does, she always has one done of each. And so here's an option for you guys. If you want to save this and do something with that, you definitely can. You could probably cut out a little baby snowflake out of there. If you have a little snowflake die, that would be super cool. Or you can toss it. And then we've got these tags. So what I like to do is get everything popped out. I say that like I'm up north there. This is a sheet of snowflakes. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, now this is something super cool. Using the edge of that to add a little glimmer. Ooh, that should be a challenge for us to incorporate that in somewhere. And maybe we'll incorporate that in. So we've got these and those. And then, hi, Linda Hunt joining late. Oh, it's so funny. I see Linda Hall and Linda Hunt. You girls are always on cue with each other and you don't even know it. When you sign up for classes, like if one of you signs up, then the other one signs up right after. It's so, like, what a coincidence. And now you guys are messaging right after each other. I love it. Okay, so there's some more tags right there. And then we've got some circles. Now these outlines are white, so I don't know if I get into this, the outlines to save that, but saving that other stuff is definitely on my radar. So we've got the ho, ho, ho here. We've got some candy canes. And I will probably toss this because I don't know what I would do with it. And I can always dig it out of the garbage if I need to. So I'm going to pop these out because for me, it's easier for me to stamp without having the border. So don't be afraid to just, you guys, it's like pulling hair kind of, right? I don't do it a lot, or if ever, maybe my own hair if I'm getting a knot out, but don't be afraid to just kind of grab these things and pull at them. Oh, there's a little candy cane. Like you're not going to really rip it. And they're just attached in a few key spots. And so I noticed that some of these there's 2 reds and 2 types of greens. So I got to pay attention to that, I see. And then this one, there's 2 sheets of this, you guys. So whenever there's 2 sheets, I would do both of them at the same time because they're the same kind of shapes that you're popping out. And got these guys. So what we're doing is a little bit of prep work here. And our hats can get popped out. And then this one, there's 4 sheets. Hi, Kathy Groves. She pops them all out too. Great. Okay. I remember logging in one time and watching her, and I thought I heard her say that. So you guys, I'm taking all 4 of these at one time, and I am literally taking them so that it just saves time, right? You're not doing it 4 times. You're doing it 3 times, 3 times versus 12 times. All right, so those are all those tags. So it looks like everything's popped out. And so what we can do, how many of you are working along with me? I'm really curious. Oh, it's like the way to get the paper pumpkin done, right? If you sit down and work at it with somebody. So we've got that one. We have snowflakes go here. The hat goes there. The ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. We need this little banner guy here. That looks like that goes there. This one is the red, the holly jolly, the candy canes go here. This circle goes here. This last one is these 2 with the green circle. These snowflakes must go over here. These I am not seeing where they go. Let's look at the front. See if I missed them anywhere. Oh, they go with those. So the red. Wow, I don't see them on the picture, you guys. So I see them on this picture here, and they're with the candy canes and the circle. So that is this one. I don't see them on here, but I believe they go with this one, per the other picture. These Happy Holidays, they go with the tan one. So that and the For You goes with that one. These little green things go with that one. And I think that is it. Okay. So I think I've got my piles. And what we're going to do is we're going to make one from each one. And then we'll work on an alternative. So I like looking back. So I'm a picture person, you guys. Oh, Deb, Norman, Mary Lemke are awesome. Yay. All right. So we're going to start with, which is this one, I think. Yep. Nope. We're going to start with that one because it's the top one. Just because I'm working my way down. It says, but what I'm seeing on here is there's a hat and the ho 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 is already done. That's done, but we need a stamp on the tag, it looks like. So it's saying ho 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 from, oh, so let's look at these stamps. The ho 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 is actually an outline. And what it's saying is that this fits over the top is what I'm seeing. That fits over the top of that and makes it red. And then this little guy here, we want to stamp from Santa. And I'm going to put actually Open Me instead of From Santa. So we're going to do Open Me. And then, is there anything for decoration? So it's a little white tag. And that might be it for the stamping. So let's go ahead and we'll get our stamping done on that first. So me being who I am, when I'm doing a pumpkin and I'm at home doing it by myself, like I would stamp everything at the same time. You know, I get why they did From Santa on here because it fits that spot a little bit bigger, you know, a little bit better. But these gifts are not going to be from Santa from where I use the tags. It's going to say Open Me. So, so if I were doing this at home, I would stamp whatever I want on all four of them right away so that they're good. But because I might not put all of these into tags, then what I might, you know what? Because we want samples. Okay, I just changed my mind, you guys. We'll put this because we're going to do it like they show the picture. Oh, let's see. I can make my mind up very easily after I thought about it for a moment. So what we're going to do is stamp here From Santa. Now, these are brand new stamps. If it were me too, I would not go straight for what I'm needing to stamp. I would practice on a piece of paper first. So we're going to do this and just test it to make sure it looks good before I go over to the tag here and stamp it on there. So, and again, I like to be able to see the outline. So having this dark gray behind here helps a lot. I'm going to stamp it a little closer to the banner end here so that, perfect. Okay, then what we need to stamp is the ho ho ho. And that goes on the outline here. And again, I'm going to practice on here just to make sure it looks good before going for the real thing. Now, this might be hard for people, I think, because, oh man, because you got to get like lined up right over it. And so I will hover over the top until I get it where I think I have to have it. And then I will double check top, bottom, left, right before I commit and go straight down with it. And hopefully your eyes can see it. And I guess if it's too much, you could probably leave it without the red lines. But it looks like it's okay. Like I got a little extra white on one side versus the other side, but ultimately I made it around it. So yeah. Okay, so we got those two things done. And oh, I'm so tempted, you guys, to stamp these right away, but I can always come back and do that later. So holy Moses, look at the chamois, you guys. Oh, the chamois dried out in the last week. I have to go get a different one. Hang on. Wow. the heat has been on in here, so it is drying up things left and right, so the moisture gets sucked out of the chamois. So that one's clean, and that one's clean. And let's see what else we need to do. I think we'll shut this for the time being. Put this over here, and let's look at our tag. So this one, you're gonna pop out these middle things from the tag. Hi, Elaine Rebeck. And then, so we've got that tag. We need a hat. We need a happy holidays, a green, pretty snowflake. We've got these two things ready to go. And it says that we need 12 inches of this ribbon here. So let's open this up and cut 12 inches. Oh, I should definitely not use my glue scissors. All right, so there's 12 inches. And let's see what else it tells us. I'm like, where did it go? I knew it was there. All right, so it's saying that there's these little dots here. I am thinking that they mean glue dots, or not like glue dots. You know what, there's a code. Yes, glue dots and then dimensionals. Look at that. Okay, so you guys are like, has she done a pumpkin before? Not lately. Okay, so this goes like this, and the little hat's gonna go up here to kind of cap that off. Haha, get it? Haha, that was a dad joke. Cap it off. And then this guy's gonna go over here, and the little snowflake guy will go on the side. So they've made paper pumpkins so easy for anybody to really put together. And then for those that want to challenge, that's where you can create outside the paper pumpkin box. I want to look at the front again, see if I got this all straight. That's there. A tag goes on the top. Okay, so I'm going to, and dimensionals, yes. So I'm going to take, you know what? There's not a lot on there for liquid glue. We'll use these guys just to show you that they work. So you could pick that off, and then this was going to come out like that. And then the hat goes on the top. So I'm going to put two of those. My thing is I pick off and then I put on here, and then you're able to, the glue sticks. And so that's going to go like that. You still have a little time to wiggle it around. This one, I'm definitely going to use liquid glue on this. I'm going to put a little bit in a couple of the key spots over here. And I have that slightly hanging off like that. Okay, so you could have definitely used your mini glue dots, these guys, if you wanted. And oh, I keep throwing things. All right, so then this is going to get hung on here like that. And that's where it shows the dimensionals. Like Cindy was just saying, that those are dimensionals on there, where those little guys are glue dots, and they used glue dots on there. So, buttons on your underwear, right? All right, so we're gonna put a couple of these dimensionals on, and that will help hold those three pieces together as well. And then this is gonna go like that. And then the happy holidays, I'm going to put that on with a little bit of liquid glue. And it looks like it's hanging out just like that. And so we're going to just put a little bit of liquid glue on that right-hand side. Your dimensionals, you could pop it up if you wanted. You could also use these mini glue dot things. But there's that. And I'm going to move it down a hair. Then there's just a little thread left. So let's see what they did for their bow. They just tied it on and made a bow. So the thing is, to me, that's not a way for you to add that tag to, hi Penny Powell, that you can't add that tag to something. How are you gonna attach it if you've just got a bow? So I'm gonna fold mine in half and take that folded edge and put that through the hole. And then this might be way too long. It's actually gonna be way too long. Well, here's an option one. So take that, and now you can attach this to something, right? If you would have made a bow, what are you gonna attach it to? How are you gonna attach it? So that is one option. If you want to make it shorter, you could have made it shorter, but I think we'll leave it just like that. But you're wondering, well, I want a little bow on here. How do I make a little bow? I am gonna assume that they have extra ribbon on here, And you could always take your bow maker and make a bow and put that on there with the mini glue dot. I'm gonna guess and hope that they have extra. Don't quote me, but what we can do is make a bow and then use a glue dot right here, because this really could have been a lot shorter. So on the next one, I'm gonna be smarter about that. So we're gonna put that glue dot right there, and then now we can put the bow on there. I'm happier with that. So I still have the little bow on there, but now I have a way to attach this onto my present or gift bag, whatever you want to use it for. And then we can trim our little tails like that. And if you have Stella in the house, definitely do the brim of the hat and the little ball there. Get a little Stella action going. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. One tag done. I bet I'm curious, who's making all of them as tags? Because you need tags for your presents. I'm curious. Deb says, haha, that's what I did with the twine. Added a little bow to the top too. Yay. Okay. One of these guys done. Now let's look at, so that's this whole pile over here. Let's look at, which one's the second one? It must be that red one. Okay, that guy. Okay, so let's grab that stuff. So we need one of these. So we'll grab the dark green one. Oh, Cindy said it's cute. Yay. There's that. We need a little candy cane. We need, okay, so those little snowflakes, where are they actually? 1, 2, 3. Oh, those snowflakes go with this guy. So we're good. Well, I would have caught that eventually, which I did. That goes there. Okay. There's this one. And then this one. These also have those circles that need to get popped out. This, oh, it fits right on there. Very nice. So what it's saying to do is attach these two together. Mini glue dots, if you will, or you could just do a little bit of liquid glue, making cards with it as well. Great, very good. So there's that tag, it fits on, match those holes up, that'll be good. And then a candy cane goes here. And so I like to pop up where I can. So I'm actually, instead of using the mini glue dots, I'm gonna pop up the candy cane at the top like that. And then, oh, Jennifer Jones is doing all the tags for your gifts. Very nice. So if you guys haven't caught on yet, paper pumpkin, I'm gonna put my candy cane, I think, facing the other way. Let's see here. Yeah, I like it going like this. So in October, paper pumpkin has always been traditionally cards, you know, holiday cards. And then November, it's traditionally been something for packaging, tags or bags usually. So in case you didn't know that. So I popped up the top of my candy cane, and then that will leave this for you here. You could put it flat or you could pop it up. And I'm going to pop it up like they suggest as well. So put a couple little dimensionals on there. And I want my candy cane going kind of off like that way. Boom. And then this goes on here. Let's see the front now. So it says 12 inches of twine as well. Nothing too crazy. All right, so I'm gonna pop this up and just use a few on the back. See, they got their candy cane like going straight up and down. I really want it going like this. So I'm gonna go just so my for you is straight, left and right, and then my candy cane's kind of going like that. And then we do need to stamp on here, no peeking. So let's grab the no peeking. Oh, I like open me. Open me fits. So we will do open me. Now I'm going to change my mind and do it different. All right, so buttons on your underwear. This comes back in here. We're gonna practice to make sure the stamp looks nice. And Open Me looks good. I'll take it. I've got a mini glue dot stuck to my fingernail. The struggle is real. All right, Open Me. Put it right. Oh man, I should have had that. Oh, it's not so bad. A little bit. So I had this white piece underneath, so I couldn't really see the perimeter, but at least it's not crooked so bad. All right, let's shut that up so we don't get our arm in that. Now, let's talk about how we want to do this. I don't like the whole bow thing like they did. This does need to get attached. It looks like it is wrapped around through there. I think what we're gonna do is not cut as much as we did the last time. I think we're gonna use whatever this amount is. We will not be so, we will be scientific and we will tell you the amount. It was 8 inches. That looked like a good amount. I'm gonna fold that 8 inches in half and I'm gonna put it through both of these holes if I can. So we're gonna do this one first. Oh yeah, and then this one's a little bit bigger so it's easier. Now that fold was from the top down and then grab the little eye, right? So, and put your tails through it. And then that fold will come to the front. And now what I would do is take a dimensional and put it right where I want that to kind of hang. And I actually think that that could be okay without having another bow on there. So 8 inches is what it was used, and you still have enough to be able to, so if you would have done 12 inches, you would have these be a little bit longer, but I feel like this can still get wrapped around. It could get taped under something. Make sure you get Stella out, and you could Stella your candy cane. You could Stella everything on here because nothing is really stamped except for the Open Me, so you don't want to Stella that, but everything else here you could do. Add a little blintz. That's that tag. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right guys? So that is that pile. Now we have, okay, so that was that pile, that's this pile. So buttons on your underwear. We have here card number 3. This is where you get to stamp that Express Delivery North Pole. That needs to go right in the center of this. And then here's the top for the tag. It looks like you need 3 of those snowflakes. And we need this one and that. That must get glued here. And then this goes, oh, these got to get popped out. This is upside, I thought it was supposed to go like this, but it's upside down in my head. It goes like that. This will go on here. And then what else? Is there anything else? Just those snowflakes. Interesting. Okie dokie. So let's grab, oh, I lost some happy holidays. I think that goes there. I see that there's a candy cane there. I was wondering where we could use that candy cane. We'll end up using that in a card, I bet. Hi, Christine Domino. I'm glad you think it's cute. Hey. Let's put our stamp on the block. And we're going to grab our piercing mat and definitely practice with this one. Cherry Cobbler ink for all. So if you wanted to get crazy, you could do two-tone stamping. You could have somehow taken a marker and colored your deer brown maybe, and then did everything else. But that's really a lot of work. All right. All right, do one more here. So I'm seeing that the deer isn't as solid as I'd like for it to be. It's a pretty smooth stamp. Oh, Linda's got one tag done. Your first stamping in 6 weeks. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that, Linda. Yay. Happy dance. That deer is really smooth. I want to condition it. And how do I want to condition it? It wasn't stamping as solid as I would like it to be. It actually looks a little bit blotchy. So one of the things you can do is take your, I'm not going to do it near my ink pad, because what happens is if you take your ink eraser, you can gently, like, it's like you rough it up a little bit. And when you rough that up a little bit, this is called conditioning your stamps. When you rough that up a little bit, we had to do this with our Scotty dog not too long ago. When you rough this up, it really doesn't wreck the stamp at all. It actually helps to smooth it out. You don't do it very hard. These little pieces of the ink eraser are on here now though, so you got to be very careful with that. So I'm actually going to just try to wipe them off, and then I'm going to go back into my chamois here and clean it. Yes, there's going to be those little particles. I get that. But what you're going to do as soon as you're done with this, you're stamping for, like, I don't want to get those little particles into my ink pad. So I'm going to try not to clean with the chamois until I've had a chance to rinse it out underneath the water faucet. So we'll leave that for now. And I want to see if this is going to stamp better. And I'm pretty hopeful that it will. Let's grab your ink again and go for it. Look at that compared to the very first time. Can you see the one on the right is blotchy? Now the second one I stamped is right here, and that still isn't. It's got this little blotchiness, unevenness, and I'm very happy. Now this is just copy paper, so it's very porous, and I wouldn't really stamp on that anyways. And when you get to this, it should stamp even nicer on there. Ink up again, because it's photopolymer. So what Cindy said is to condition hers, she stamped it several times using Versamark, then tested it on the ink. And that works fine too. Yep, you got it. Any way to help it so that it stamps very nicely. I think that's the goal. And let that ink marinate on here for a second. I don't think there's any other stamping on that one. So what we'll do, set that over there. And then let's let this, I like for that to marinate so that the ink transfers to the paper nicely. It's okay. There's something about this paper is not, it's not like Stampin' Up! True paper. The paper they use for Paper Pumpkin is slightly different. And if you were going to be using basic white, it would be a lot smoother on there as well. But I'm happy that I stamped it right in the middle. Woohoo! Let's take a look back here now and see how these banners are put together. I like for my banner ends to be popped up and the top to be flat. So what I will do is put my dimensionals at the bottom. Even though it says to use glue dots, I'm going to use dimensionals. And you know what, you guys? I've had tear and tape sitting here waiting in the wings for probably weeks. And it works just as good as liquid glue. So I am happy I can use that tear and tape up. Then this, we're going to match up the holes. Make sure your tops are flush, centered left to right. Get that on there. And then this one looks like they used dimensionals as well. So that's what I'm going to do. And then that gets popped up on our tag. Looks to be right about there. Some snowflakes are on here. I'm going to do that one flat with the mini glue dots. So one right in the middle. That one's tucking down from behind. There's one on the side here on the right over here. That one will go there, and then there's one more, and we'll do that one flat as well. And it can go over here. the ribbon, they're saying to use 12 inches, but I think I want to go with that 8-inch concept. So let's say about 8 inches. Fold it in half. Put the folded end down. And we're going to make a bow for this one too. That is not even at all. So you can always redo it by loosening it up a little bit. And we're going to pull that. So now they're more even. And then grab the bow maker if you'd like to make a bow. If you end up using your green twine up here, you could pull any red or white twine and use something else if you like. You could even mix and match. If you have other ribbon, you could make your tails that are hanging these things a different color and then use this to make little bows on your tags. That could work. So then we're going to put this little bow on with a glue dot right at the top, kind of like what we did on the first one. So that'll go right there. So we've got the bow, which is pretty much independent from the string part here. And I gotta get my little bunny ears up and the little tails down. Stella. Now you gotta be careful with the Stella, because if you Stella over this whole thing, it's gonna smear all your red ink. So Stella's gonna take a back seat for the moment. And we're gonna take in what we just did really, really fast, you guys. I felt like that flew by. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. So wish I had purchased the kit. I skipped a month. Oh, Sarah, guess what? If you look back here, you can see I have 4 of them. So if you are really interested, or anybody is wanting this paper pumpkin and you need another one, or if you miss getting it, I have 4 of them that I got extra, and would be happy to help hook you up with a paper pumpkin. They were $26 plus shipping. So I can help you, Sarah. If you want to, just send me an email. Let's recap here. Oh, Linda said they are so cute. Yay! And they're so easy. I think that's what we've got. The picture shows it like this. Boom. Let's fast forward. I mean, zoom in. That's it, you guys. You should have the means to make 9 more of them. And if you want to, let's say you only need 6, you could definitely make them into other things like we're going to do here in a moment. Here's a perfect example of what you could do. Let's unzoom. This is one of the cards that's coming up for Thursday with game night. And I just counted, I have 10 extra sets of card kits that I made up. So if anybody still wants to sign up for this class, you can still get in. You might not receive it in time for game night. You could still play along, and you get your card kit after the fact, and you can make up your cards later. But this is a perfect example of what you could do with your tag. You could put it really easily onto the front of a card. This actually is super cool because if we pulled in this iridescent snowflake and put that behind that, that might be super cool. So we could really easily make this into a tag on a card and copy this one. I think we might do 2 alternatives. That might just be an easy alternative. We can knock that out of the ballpark very fast. Let's see what our inside. So our envelope, there are no envelopes with this one, but let's look to see what last month had. I haven't even scoped this out. There are some envelopes that look like that. There's a blue, there's a blue one. Okay. There are, what did she cut apart here? She cut apart that envelope. That's kind of cool. Does that go with this tag? That could work. We might use these scraps, you guys. What I'm thinking of doing is using that with that tag and just putting a tag on a card. There's a red base. Let's see what else she has in here. This was last month's pumpkin, you guys. In case you have it, we could definitely put these to, oh, there's red paper here. How would that look? I'm wondering about, you guys, we've graduated and we're working on alternatives at the moment. I want to know what this on here would look like. It might be too much red. And then I'm curious, there's a tan base as well. The tan base with this, nope, that doesn't get me going. And then let's see what this one does. We use that with this. I like that. Okay, so this is what they want you to do, you guys. They want you to mix and match these kits together and use pieces from both to make other things, right? I like that base with that. We're going to incorporate that into it. We're going to pull in a mat, like a piece of cardstock, and we're going to put the tag on the front. We're going to go get a little snowflake. It's actually a bigger snowflake. And we are going to make a really easy alternative. Kelly said to me that if she was doing this class, she wouldn't make a tag on a card because that would be too easy. But I thought, well, why not? Why not, right? That'll be one alternative, and then we'll do another one. So this base is coming from October's Pumpkin, and it is a very, I would call that soft sky. That was a Stampin' Up! Color from back in the day. It's a very light blue. And what I want to do is case this card right here because I can. So I like that tag, and instead of making another one, we're just going to put that tag right on here. I do see this. You know, they matched that up pretty nicely. I'm wondering about using that and possibly that. Oh, that could be on our inside. I think cherry cobbler. I'm going to pull some cherry cobbler and see what cherry cobbler looks like with this. Hopefully I have paper down here. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I got cherry cobbler. And I want to put... Somehow I'm going to incorporate a chunk of this on here. And this little tag is going to go on here. We're going to go get one of those snowflakes. And we need our cutter. So let's grab that. And I don't think I want a full mat. I want to use the same size mat that this card does, which is 5 1/16 by 3 13/16. 3 13/16. Whoa, my little tracker almost came off of there. By 5 1/16. See what that does for us. I'm trying to make it go down later. I'm waiting for sale-a-bration to sign up. Love, oh, good, Linda. I'm excited for sale-a-bration. You guys, it'll be here before we know it. This, I'm wondering. I know that there's a score line here, and I know that this is up here. But I'm wondering how we can utilize the majority of this piece of paper without sacrificing too much. So I think I'm going to try to cut it off right here. So Kelly must have made an alternative using some of this envelope already. And this, I'll be honest with you guys, I hardly see this right here. That... I'm going to see what size this designer paper was. It was 4 7/8 by 3 3/8. 3 3/8 is right here. Oh, I can just barely cut that off. We're going to go with that. And then 4 7/8. I wonder if that's what is the middle section here. Nope. It's okay. We are going to go with 4 7/8 this way. And cut off the one flap, and we'll leave the other flap there. This one's less obvious is what I'm going for. So 4 7/8, and then that should fit on here. Oh, it needs to be trimmed a little bit more. Oh, you know what we could do? We could make our cherry cobbler a little bit smaller too. Debbie Schultz, did you forget the upside down topper? Oh, haha, yeah, I sure did. But we can fix that, you guys. Look at this. Never fear, because of the way we put this on here. Haha, that rhymed. Gotta get that little glue ball off. Haha. So it looked nice without having it on there, but you could definitely add it. And I will use... So you guys, crisis diverted. You guys helped me stay on track. I appreciate that. Yay. We can fix things by just kind of taking them apart ever so slightly and then we'll put them right back together again. And then that goes right on here. Boom. So I chose not to use liquid glue because liquid glue and glitter paper don't always jive. They don't, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't always seal so good or like bond right away. So that's why I used the little glue dot. Let's put that back on. Grab another little glue dot, and crisis averted. Good job, Deb and Susie. Deb and Deb. Debbie Schultz and Deb Norman. Thanks for helping me with that. Susie is Deb Norman's sister, so that is naturally what came out of my mouth. All right, back on track with that now. And I was trying to figure out here my sizing that I need this to be. I'm thinking that I need to cut off another, not quite 1/4 inch. I'm gonna go for just slightly less than a 1/4 inch. So that was a 1/4 inch, so we're gonna back it up a hair. I just wanna see what that looks like. Oh, I definitely need, oh man, I have new blades, you guys. That is starting to get really worn. So I'm gonna just take that out. And when you buy the blades, they come in a multi-pack like this of 4. And all you do is just kind of get it right on there. I would recommend getting rid of that and don't save it for forever. Or recycle it or do whatever you need to do. But don't accidentally confuse it with a good one. And what happens is when you know you need a new blade, your paper starts to do that fraying thing like that. If it does the fraying thing like that, all you need to do is take your scissors and trim it off. It's not the end of the world, but I wouldn't want to have to do it every single time. So if you ever get card kits from me that need that, you guys, all you gotta do is take your scissors. I don't generally use this trimmer when I cut for class, but I use one where sometimes it'll have it just on the top. And you'll just need to do that every now and then. Perfect. Let's see what that looks like on here. That little thing, that's the where it is glued together, that's where our snowflake is gonna go. So that goes there. This is gonna go on here. Our tag is gonna go on here. Haha, yeah. Let's go get a snowflake. One moment, please. I have some on the table here. So the snowflakes are in the mini catalog. They are the holographic, same material as this is. And what we're gonna do is just grab one of these out to use that. And I wanna just slice this open. They come 24 in a pack. And there's a little piece of tissue paper that is in between each one. And this will be perfect on here. It'll add a little bit of an accent piece. Cool. And I wonder, I have to figure out a way to include this green in here. I don't know if this will be the card. We'll save that for the next card. Can't forget. And that holographic can go right there. Adds to it a little bit. The inside, we're gonna do a double matte. So let's grab a little bit more of this. So we need a 4 by 5 1/4. Nice. See, that's a nice edge on there. 5 1/4. And then our piece here, there's a little bit left here that we're gonna try to salvage some of that. And our white needs to be 5 1/16 by 4 by, okay, so 5 and, so if you're a 16th kind of person like I am, I like 5 1/16 by 3 13/16. That will be our mat for the inside. And then let's just see what's happening. Okay, perfect. What we can do is trim off a little there. And then we want about a 1/2 inch to, let's say, 3/4 of an inch. And this is just gonna be for our inside. Hi, Mary Jean Keeper, going to hang out with all for a while. Awesome. We're happy to have you here. And then that's 5 1/16. So we just use this strip, and this is gonna end up being a mat, our little guy for the inside, right here. And then that gets put on there. That will be our inside. Oh, I like it a lot. Okay, how easy, right? Okay, so I told you when we first started, we were gonna look at cards and we're gonna case cards. And that's exactly what we're doing. And this all can get glued now. I wanna make sure that that Humpty Hump from the envelope flap, you can't even see it till right there. But that's why I got that snowflake, because that snowflake is going to cover that up. And then let's lift this up. You know what? Might as well use some dimensionals. Let's pop this whole layer up because we can. When I use these small ones, I put about 8 on the back of a card like this mat. And then this gets popped up here. On that one, the tag, I'm gonna glue the whole thing flat, I think, and then this one, it's gonna make sure that that one little arm of the snowflake goes right over that seam that you can't see that at all then. And all I'll do for this is put a little bit of liquid glue on a couple of the little arms, and in the center, have it hanging so it doesn't hang off the edge. Right there. Having that double snowflake is awesome. I'm gonna do just like that. And then a little bit of liquid glue. If you guys have last month's paper pumpkin, that's exactly what I did, as I just grabbed pieces out from that. And we're gonna have it on here a little crooked, it's okay. Can handle a little crooked. So this is an easy way to do this. If you just wanna put your tags onto cards, that's the way to make your tag into a card. The blue brings out the blue, the red and the green all match on the inside. So this is express delivery. What do the other stamps say? Ho ho, oh, Merry Christmas. I love it. Let's grab the Merry Christmas. That's the side that had the little bits on, so we're gonna use the other side. Take that off. Let's put Merry Christmas on here. Grab my piercing mat back. I have a hot little mess going on here. Did you guys save any of your bits and parts from last month's pumpkin? Oh, shoot. Ah, it's a good thing that, hang on one moment, please. Let's get that cleaned up. It's a nice thing about a countertop is it comes off really quick when it's water-based. Did you guys save any of your bits and parts from your pumpkin from last month so that you could use them today or with this pumpkin? I'm gonna put that here as a guide, and then we're gonna put Merry Christmas off to the side here. That's good. I think that there's a candy cane on here too. Let's skip the candy cane because we decorated the inside with the Designer Series paper. So let's glue that. I believe that this was the envelope. It really got cut up into bits and parts. That goes there. Just like that. Flip that over, and then let's put... So brought in some cherry cobbler and some basic white, along with using the base from last month's pumpkin. Then this can get put on the inside of the card. Double mat it up. Just dresses it up when you have a little pop of color in there. And now that really ties. I'm good with that. You guys, it was easy. Just use that tag, put it on a card. Kelly, I don't know if she'd be proud of me because she's like, I wouldn't put the tag on the card. I'd do something more challenging. But you guys, I saw that and I'm like, wow, that's easy. diamonds. I don't have any diamonds currently with me at the moment sitting right here, but putting a few rhinestones would really blitz it up or glitz it up, which would be awesome. I said when we first started, we were going to case a card from my bucket, and we just did. So you guys get to see that again on Thursday night. All right, we have an alternative done. I'm curious in here what that card looked like. Oh, she did that. Look at that. She put the little strip of designer paper at the bottom here and made it look like a belt buckle. Very cool, Kelly. Oh, she also used the little strip of paper here. And she used the little strip of paper on this card. Very, very nice. It's over here too. I wonder if there was actually, if she did that. Yeah, that's awesome. So another card using that decoration of designer paper. Let's go through the bucket again and see if there's something else that we could use for casing a card. I am thinking, I wonder if we wanted to actually use the tag as it is, or would we want to be creative? Where's the other tag? Here's one, and here it is. If we want to use the tag as it is, or make something else. I have something in my mind. I really was thinking of using this easel card. Doing an easel card like that, and having the tag be on here, and that would require us to put another one of those tags together, but I don't see why we couldn't do that. So that was one thought. The other thought was this card, putting the tag on. It would have to almost be this tag, like that. Putting that and making, let's go with that one, I think. We're gonna do this card, encase this one, to put this card, this tag on an envelope. We might just figure out what we can case for that. Let's find an envelope, not an envelope, let's find a base. Oh, the red one, I bet would be good with this. We're gonna see if this can work. Oh man, okay. Oh, there's an arm here, you guys. So there's an arm that flaps. This might not be the best one for it. Maybe this one would be better, and save that for that guy. All right. Let's use, I just like this card so much, I don't want it to go away. I just want to keep staring at it. All right. That's what I've got. We're going to cut this little arm off here. We're going to see what other colors of envelopes there are from this last month's kit. I'm going to just throw that away. I think we'll be good with that. Oh, okay, we also said we were going to bring in this somehow. Maybe, okay. There's a tan envelope. And there's that, stripey. And then there's the, it's like soft sky. Would that look good with that? Maybe. What else is in here? Oh, more dimensionals. Let's keep those out. I like dimensionals. Let's put them there. Little Santa head here. Oh, look at that. That could work for us somewhere. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then I see a white piece. Oh, look at that, you guys. I didn't know that these were in here. Last month, there were some of these snowflake things. I think we should pull out a couple of those and see where we can incorporate them in here. I think we need to pull in a little bit of cardstock. I don't know how this is all going to work, but none of this really looks like it'll go good together, but that does not go with it, really. We're going to have to save that for this card right here. Somehow that's going to go with that. This needs to, I was thinking about this being on here. Thanks, Lynn. I'm still set on this. I wonder about this piece right here being used as the arm flappy thing. And we have to cut off a little bit here. I'm wondering about what colors to pull in. I wonder if it's real red would be better with this one instead of cherry cobbler. So let's pull, I do have one sheet of real red. That looks like it'll match. I'm wondering about that being put on here. Let's just cut off, we're gonna make it, this is the cardboard casing, so we are gonna make it the arm thing. I think that, I don't know if I wrote down how much I cut off. Let's just grab the ruler. It's 1 inch and 1/16. All right, so let's go like this, 1 inch and 1/16. So we're gonna cut this off and we're going to, Marsha loves watching me create. Yeah, you guys don't see that very often. So there's that. And then this is gonna be our arm that helps to flip. And so we're gonna have to score that somewhere around here. No method to the madness, just somewhere at, let's say, 3 inches, so that we get a little fold there. And then that's gonna attach here. We need a mat for right there, and I think that's gonna be cherry, that's real red. Now let's just see, this is 3 3/16. So let's do this at 5 5/16 times 3, and let's see if that's right. Okay, cool. Now I want to see a little more tan, so I think I will cut off a little bit more. So this was at 3. I want to do 2 15/16. Let's see what that looks like. I got that. And now I need a hair more. Nope, that actually looks really good. That actually looks nice. And then this one, we're gonna do this at 4 by, I think, 5 5/16. This will be our inside mat. So we needed the heights to be the same, which they stayed the same. And then this will be our inside, one of our layers. That looks fine to me. And then that will go here. Now we need a white. I gotta get a white back here. So our inside will be matted with white. And we're gonna do that at 3 13/16 by, I'm gonna guess 5 3/16, 3 1/8, 5 1/8. You guys, math is hard right now to say it correctly. And I'm just kind of whimming it here. See, and then I test it. It's like, oh, okay, that's good. So that was the inside. It's coming together. And then that goes here. We have an arm hanging out somewhere here. That'll go here. And then there was this piece. I don't know if this is gonna tie in good or not. I was thinking that that could be attached to the arm. That would go here. And then this goes over the top of it. But I need something over here. This is way too much red going on for me. I want texture. So I'm trying not to do anything with embossing or die cutting. And I wonder about this blue will add too much. Maybe it will be okay. I was gonna maybe pull in this envelope and have that be another layer here. But then I feel like that's too blue on blue. And maybe all we need to do is do this. Because I don't want to go get out the embossing machine. And I feel like I love doing this crumple up thing. And it provides a little bit, you might hate it, right? But if you want to use an embossing folder, go for it. But this just gives it a weathered, worn look. And that might be all I need to make the look so it's not flat and give it a little bit of texture. So this will go here, that will go here, and what happens is it just makes it look like it was embossed with an old paper embossing folder. And I think I might be okay with that. This could stand to have, there's this little strip here, that little bit, I don't know, that's too much probably to put that back there. I see 2 embellishments right there is what I see. Oh, the green, the green, the green. I don't know if this is going to actually be, I don't know. The green's not going to, I wondered about putting a little bit of green glimmer there. And I wondered about putting, this green is not going though, because of that blue. To me, these colors clash together, if you can see that. But I want to add glimmer. I'm wondering in my head if that, you know, oh, that snowflake could come out the side there. That might add a little bit. I think that might be okay, actually, just to leave it like that. Sometimes less is best, right? So instead of, we're going to save this green to do with that card, not cut up another envelope. Let's go with this. And because this has a candy cane on it, we can definitely stamp our candy cane. I may have missed it, but has she tried to pull purple in somehow? Well, Carissa, it's funny that you mentioned that because I really didn't think about purple until right now. And now that you reminded me to use purple, I'll see if I can pull purple into the next one. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. I won't pull purple into the next one. I think that would look really weird with our mint color going on here. I am going to retire. Oh man, I didn't clean that very well. I'm going to retire this stamp right here, but I gotta go in the nooks and the crannies to clean up my deer here. So let's put this one back on there. We were done with the Open Me. We're gonna put a little candy cane and a Merry Christmas on the, oh, and this is perfect because it opens this way and it opens this way. Hi, Anne. It's perfect. Chris, you probably recognize this layout. This candy cane is gonna go on that side. Let's grab back our piercing mat and our scratch paper. I think I'm gonna pull in real red though for the ink because it doesn't use cherry cobbler, it's using real red. And we're gonna test out to see how this little candy cane stamps. And put that on our inside. Kind of propped up. Crumble the red up to add texture. I did already, Carissa. Can't you see it? It's all crumpled up. I've got it. I'm ahead of the game here, girl. There is a little section of this stamp that isn't getting inked up. I want to see if by doing that, that fixed it. Oh yeah, that fixed it. So I'm gonna have this candy cane propped up against the edge on that side. I got it all over the corner, but I did not get it all over my paper, which is good. And then we're gonna do Merry Christmas. And that's gonna go up here. I think that's it for the stamping because we already put the tag on. We're gonna shut this and let's get glue happy. I think we can glue this, this, and this. So my glue bottle is getting to be at the end. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna wait to do the red because that needs a little bit more glue. So when I put this on here, I have it come flush to the edge so that this is nice and flush here. You guys, this is a card for the He's the Man class that's coming up next week, Thursday. So it's December 7th, if I'm not mistaken, or it could be the 8th, December 8th. And I still have a few spots open at that class in case anybody wants to still sign up. So we've got this awesome fun fold, very similar to what we're doing on this alternative. That goes right there. Now, let's see how much glue is left in here. I feel like once you get it doing that, you put it between your legs and warm it up. Naughty Nancy would call it crotch glue, so that the heat from your inner legs will actually heat up the glue to make it come out better. Oh, lots of love and hugs and prayers to our friend Naughty Nancy. She's in the hospital right now. She had a heart attack. We don't know if it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but she is needing all the love and prayers that you guys could send her way. She's very special to us. She's near and dear. She's one of my longest standing Be Happy stampers. And she is the naughtiest one on the team. And so that little bit of glue, so when I crumple that up, I put a lot more glue on that because it needs a lot more help. So that's gonna go right here. And now smooth that out really good so that it goes nice and flat to your card flap here. And then this little one, not that one, this one, I'm gonna center it kind of top, bottom, left, right. And we're going to add a little bit of glue right on that flap. And then that goes down. And this little tag will cover up that flap. And then when you open this up, yes, we all hope that she gets well soon. We definitely do. She was moved into a regular room today, or yesterday actually. So we had some Be Happy Stamper flowers sent to her. Oh, you guys, I'll show them to you. You're gonna love them. We had some flowers sent to her. I gotta pull up the picture. 1 second. You guys, they're so pretty. This is what we sent to Nancy. They got a little bee trinket on them. We've got Cheryl Taylor made a little gemsy with bees on it. And we had to get black and yellow and purple, of course, purple, and then white in there. So yes, we could send some love her way. I'm thinking that little snowflake, we're gonna use those little glue dots here and put one right in the middle there. And that might be all that I do to put that guy on here. Yep, perfect. And then a little bit of liquid glue on this one. And that will go right onto our card front. I'm getting it so the corner is kind of in the middle of that snowflake. Yeah, they did a great job with the flowers. I definitely agree. And then we can leave that hang like that. Now this is where it would have been cute if this was a bow up here because of it going onto a card. So you guys get to see me make a bow upside down. I usually go upside down and I take and make a bunny ear. Up, not quite enough. This is where my mom says, be happy you have nimble little fingers. That I can make a little bow like this upside. I'm gonna make it into a bow, like the old fashioned way, not with a bow maker. I'm gonna get it this third time, maybe. Oh, got it. Okay, so I'm not gonna pull it tight. And then I'm gonna pull that tail down here. So when I make bows upside down, they're usually the right way. And this time I made the bow upside down and now my tails, they need to get finagled here. So I had it just long enough that I could make a little bow here. And this is gonna come down the front. Look at that! Because I had it long enough, I could make a little bow right on there. And then this can get trimmed. I think we're good. So we added another little tag to a card, and this opens like this opens like that, and we've got a little bit of a fun fold. You want to make sure when you put your arm on that you have 2 layers and you can kind of disguise the arm in between them, and then you don't see it glued on the back. So thanks for everybody for the prayers for Nancy. We appreciate it. If you don't have access to something to emboss, just remember you can always do this worn leather look. Hi, Feline Mays. Thanks for coming in late. Coming in late and hot, right? All right, so 2 cards made out of our tags, and we are going to do one more. So let's find another layout from our upcoming classes. So I'm so excited. We use He's the Man for this one. We use the penguins for that one. And I'm wondering, for the last one, I want to pull in this and this. I'm figuring out how we can, how we can make it work. I think I have an idea. I was really wanting to case from the Blue Christmas. So Blue Christmas class is coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today is the online version. and then in-person is on Tuesday. Wanted to case this card. I really did. So that's what we're going to do. Let's grab this. Oh, Jennifer got all 9 tags done. I thought there's 12 tags. Aren't there 4 times 3 is 12? Yeah, I could have sworn there was actually 12. But hey, maybe you made one and then you went back and made the other ones. This one right here, I have an idea. I want to make an easel card, and I feel like the base here is, so we've used the base from the October kit. So each of the bases is what's coming on. This right here, I want to score it, and we're going to make an easel card going this way and attach the tag to it like that is what I have in my head. So instead of a vertical easel card like this one, then we're going to incorporate this greenery on here. I have an idea how we can add it without it like being weird. Let's grab our trimmer, and we're going to cut off. It looks like there's about a good 1/4 inch that we can cut and have that as a little trim. I put it upside down so that it cuts better. Ooh, man, I got little divots. I'm okay with that because that's going to get covered up. And then we're going to go on this side and see if we can get it without the divots. It's a little bit thinner, but it'll be okay. We're going to add a little bit of glitz to it. And Jennifer, yep, you're right. Okay, so it was not 12 tags. So you got all of them done, I'm assuming. So that's good. I think we need to add a little bit more. I'm not sure what, but we're going to figure out where this needs to get folded. So to make this an easel card, we want this to fold somewhere here, and then it pops up like this. And we're going to add an inside mat and a white mat. And I'm thinking that the score line is going to be maybe right in the middle. So half of 4 1/4 is 2 1/8. So we're going to score this at 2 1/8. Right there. Don't cut it. Oh man, I want the card there, but it's in my way. So don't cut it. That would be a sad day. You were going to go right through the middle, create a score line. And so now this is going to fold like this to make an easel card. And we need to do, oh, hang on. I lost all your messages. So that is there. I'm thinking that this one is going to get glued here. This one will get glued here, right? Just to add a little extra to it. The tag is going to get attached on here like that. And we got to get a double mat on the inside with cherry cobbler, I think. So not real red. We're going to grab cherry cobbler. And we need another white. Real red cherry cobbler. All right, I have this scrap from a Fun Folds class, and I want to use this up. So we're gonna make it happen. So 5 1/4. Gotta cut off our little, there's score lines on here. You guys, I'm using up a scrap. That's all I'm doing. So there is a scrap there, and now I gotta cut this at 4. So I made a 5 1/4 by 4 inch mat. And that will go on our inside, and our white mat will be 5 1/16 by 3 13/16. We are going to need to find something to pop up the easel part. This is going to be an easy one, except for I got to find something. I want to cut a snowflake right out of the center of this, and it would be with the lights of glow. Okay, I'm gonna, give me one moment, you guys. I want to go find that snowflake and see if I can't cut it right out of the center of that, because it's the perfect size. I just hope I have lights of glow down here. I had it. So the die set is actually called Twinkling Lights Dies. And it's this right there, that die. And when you, I cut it out, I'm like, where is it? It looks like that. That's gonna go in the bottom corner, be popped up, and this leaves these, so I cut it right out of the center, and it leaves little scraps that you could potentially cut more stuff out if you wanted. And we're gonna put the Merry Christmas back in the inside using cherry cobbler. Let's grab our piercing mat. That's clean. Merry Christmas will go right in the center. Let's crooked. Flip it over. Try again. Much better. Then I think that's it for stamping, because there's going to be a little snowflake popped up down there. Let's use this on the inside. Oh man. It's like I want to get 2 more cards yet. You gotta be careful. If you do that too much, it's gonna put a little divot in your card. But I got enough on there, and I'm good with that. I wonder, real red might have been better, but this is gonna be okay. That snowflake needs to get popped up with a dimensional right in the middle. I'm gonna put it right on the bottom corner here, and I'm gonna have it going so that there isn't a peak there. That might not be the right spot for it, but we'll find out in a moment. That needs to get glued in here. You guys, this is what it's like to get to the end of a glue bottle. And honestly, that's enough glue to get it adhered nice on the inside. So we made a little easel card. So 2 fun folds for your alternatives, you guys. 3 alternatives tonight. Look at that. Then this is going to be for the easel part. So that should help hold that up. I want to add a little bit of liquid glue onto the back side of these strips. I might grab a different bottle, you guys. One moment, please. Nothing like opening up a fresh liquid glue. So there's 2 little divots here. I'm not gonna worry about them. I'm gonna put them so that they're in the center where my tag is gonna be. And I know that that's gonna go over the edge a little bit. I can always take my scissors and trim it in a second. Just going to add a little bit of green border here. Look at me using up scraps. Melanie Foy, are you proud? If you're still watching, I think of you when I have scraps because you use scraps up. Then that one is gonna go up here. And it's okay that one's thicker and one's thinner. They don't have to be identical. It's your card, right? Do with it what you want. So for those that don't like tags and didn't want the tags, this is the perfect way to use all 3 of these tags on a card. And then snip off a little bit if you need to. Oh, Penny Powell needs to sign up for He's the Man. I can help you with that, Penny. Just send me a quick little note when you have a chance, and we'll get you on the He's the Man list. I'm glad that we got to use some of that green glimmer. And now the thing is, how do we fit this tag on here? You can't have it going up too high or too low, right? Because it has to fit in the envelope. And then what I'm picturing is this will pop up and your tag will be on there like that. And you only want to put adhesive on the bottom portion. A little bit of glue right here, and then we're going to put a little bit of glue right there. And then you don't risk going over or under, right? You don't want glue on that top part because otherwise it won't be able to open. And we're going to put it on kind of crooked. It's okay to be crooked. Oh man, but should I have it crooked this way? I think that the Happy Holidays should be straight. Or maybe not. We can adjust the happy holidays. I think that will go like that. It's okay. I'm good with this. I guess my tag would have went that way and my happy holidays could have been different, but if I pull that off, it's not gonna really be nice. So let's look back there. No glue, wonderful. This goes up like that. So we put the tag onto an easel card, and then you've got your string hanging there really long, so you could, this is another one where had we known this, we could have just made the bow right on the top of the tag like what we talked about on the last one. So we could trim that a little bit. Now there was this, I'm wondering if that could have, hang on one moment. Let's take that off. I'm curious if that would have looked good coming out the other side, or if it would have been too much. Too much on that side for sure. I don't know. I'm good without it. We're gonna go back to basics here. Just putting the tag on an easel card. Using up some of that glimmer paper. If you have gems, you could add a couple gems here and here, and then like one here, because then when this is propped up, you'll see your gems here. And then we got that little guy coming like that. Save that for a different card. I got a hot mess of stuff in that box. Oh, we did it, guys. Yay. All right. Wasn't so bad. I'm so happy that, like, I remember when I first started doing paper pumpkin alternatives, it would, like, kind of freak me out or, like, make me nervous. But I'm like, well, we've got so many cards. We can find something to work with, right? And we did. And we got to use up, we got to put all of our tags. So you could keep your tags like they are, or you could make them into cards like this. I like that one the best, actually, I think. Having that two-tone with the little soft sky and then having the paper match on the inside. I would have definitely, knowing now, I wouldn't have made that double bow and added it to it. I would have just made a bow at the top of the tag and gone with it that way. Whew, okay. Finito. We kept it under 2 hours. I thought, wow, we finished the first 3 tags in about 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden, like, the last hour flew by and we've got 3 cards. Awesome alternatives. We'll try to case these. Yay. Sandy's you doing? Hi. Those cards are unique. Sure, they like how you made those ideas. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that you like the ideas. I'm good with them. Like, I really went into tonight not having any clue and not even looking at this before we started, you guys. I think it turned out good. Embellishments. I definitely want to put some rhinestones on these cards in strategic places, and I think they'll be good. I wish now I would have done, you see how that bow is on here? I think that knowing I wasn't making them as tags, if I was putting them on a card like this, I would have made them all look like that. I like how I did loop it through twice like that and then made the bow at the top. I would have done that on all of these other 2, I should say. Latokia says deer. Oh, she likes the deer the best. Good. Love the easel and reindeer cards. Kelly will be proud of me. Yay, Linda. I'm glad that she will be proud of me. And it gave her the night off so that she could work on what she needed to. She's got a very stressful, busy week going on. I think I'm going to put one more. Where are they? Right here. I'm going to put one more dimensional right underneath the top of that right there. And then it won't get there because it was getting wedged under. The other thing that might be cool too is having the snowflake in the middle so that it catches it right in the middle right here. But I'm okay with it. So what happens is it's kind of going a little crooked, but whoever you give this to isn't going to notice that at all. All right, you guys. Krista said they turned out wonderfully. Yay. Darlin loves the cards. Krista restricted a message. Cindy likes the Santa hat. Good. Lori Baxter loves the alternatives. Awesome. So I think that we need to do a quick drawing. I will include Sarah Mitchell because Sarah wants one of the boxes that is back there. You guys see right there, there's 4 of them. Sarah's got 1. And then there are 3 more. If you come to watch this video and it's like the next day or 2 days later or a week later, don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. Latokia, my PP arrived. I'm planning to do the cards instead of tags. Wonderful, wonderful. If you are interested in another paper pumpkin and you missed out, or if you want a second one and you still got the first one, like that you didn't miss out, just reach out to me. If it's a week from now or 2 days or 5 hours, whatever, just reach out. I can make it work for the most part until they're all gone, right? So it doesn't hurt to ask. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Oh, the creating on the fly, you guys. I've gotten a lot better at that because of Craft Roulette. I am the guest crafter on Craft Roulette on December 9th, which is in about, next week? Oh, man. No, not next. Yes, next week. Next week is December 9th. I am the guest crafter with Mary Gunn from Fun University. And that one is a fly by the seat of your pants, not sure what you're doing either. And by doing them, I think it'll be my 6th one in 2 years. I usually do 3 a year, and I'm on my anniversary, so it'll be my 3rd one on the 2nd Friday of December. It's awesome, and I look forward to it, and I will be sharing the information so you guys can watch along with that too, and hopefully participate as well. A bunch of you already do, so that's exciting. So we're gonna flip down to random number generator, and we've got 21 people. Let's see if make sure I don't have anything crazy in here. Good. This is my website in case you guys are new to me. There's a spot for you to subscribe to my emails, my newsletters, get emails from me. That's where you put your email address in. So if you're not signed up already, I challenge you to get signed up so you can see what's coming up. Oh, there's so much stuff coming up in December, but I want to go to random number generator. And we're going to put in 21 people and hit the word generate. And winner, winner, chicken dinner, drum roll. 18. It's Carmen Melendez. Yay, Carmen. You are the door prize winner for the paper pumpkin class tonight. And then I had from the seasonal sale, Judy Bobo and Jean Terwilliger placed $75 orders or higher. And so I will, once I pick somebody, I'm going to reach out to them because I don't want to pre-pick something and then they already have the stamp set. So it was for a stamp set, and I'm going to figure out who wins, and then I'll be in touch with them. And we're going to generate, you guys. It's either 1 or 2. 1. All right, Judy Bobo is the winner for the stamp set. And again, I'll reach out to her because I want to get her something she doesn't have and hopefully something that I do have. And I have paper pumpkin or little pieces all over the floor, I just realized. So I think that's it. Tomorrow, you guys, we're kidding up. He's the man monthly for December, and let's just stamp for December. If you're signed up for any of those classes, you can expect those kits coming in the mail hopefully by the end of the week or over the weekend or Monday at the latest. Blue Christmas too, I will be mailing those out with it. Some of you who participated in both Game Night and Blue Christmas got your Blue Christmas mailed already, but I'm holding on to the other Blue Christmas in case you have a class that's getting mailed out tomorrow. So that's what's going to be happening. And so busy day of kidding. So if you need to reach out to me and sign up for anything, to do it before tomorrow morning at like 9:30 is great, because once I start with my mom, I'm not usually on my email throughout the day, and we are going to plan on kitting up all those cards and getting them in the mail. And I'm going to be visiting Carissa down at a Milwaukee Admirals game tomorrow night for date night with Tyler. And so we are going to be on the road at 6. So we're going to be working and not checking emails a lot, you guys. So if you need anything or want to get up, sign up for those classes, please reach out to me tonight. You can still sign up for them after the fact, right? But I know that they will go in the mail tomorrow if you sign up by the morning before we start kidding, because I can make sure you get included in it. So yes, congratulations to both Carmen and Judy for our Lucky Duck winners for tonight. And I won't be doing a Tip Tuesday. I know that tomorrow because we've been kidding on Tuesdays. And when I kid on Tuesdays with mom or whoever else helps me, it's too hard for me to sneak in a Tip Tuesday. So I've been doing other things. I know that Kelly is going to be doing a Tip Tuesday / Technique Thursday on Thursday. I also will be going live. My plan is on Wednesday to do the swap card showcase with you and or the last chance list review. So that's kind of my game plan with you guys. I always throw in tips wherever I can. So just know that if I'm not doing a specific Tip Tuesday, you're still getting tips throughout the week. But when we kit up on Tuesdays, it's so hard to also do another video on the same day. Oh, Penny says she loves watching me create on the fly. Great. I love it. So that's where you guys are going to love the thing that I might kind of build into the schedule for next year with the creating on the fly with taking polls from you guys and you helping me pick things. So, whew, all right, you guys, it's 8 o'clock, right on the dot, or maybe 8:03, I should say. I think we did good. I hope you guys had fun tonight. It was so great creating a paper pumpkin with you guys. I hope you get yours put together. We do not want a case of the paper pumpkin pileup or the paper pumpkin pileup syndrome. That's not good. I currently have a paper pumpkin pileup in my green room, which is my spare bedroom. And ever since I started doing lives with you guys in March of 2020, I have not had the pumpkin pileup on my monthly. So in 2 years, I don't have the pumpkin pileup. But for the previous 3 years, I had a paper pumpkin pileup. So the goal with doing these lives with you is so that you don't get the pileup. So, all right, you guys, we did it. Thank you, everybody, for participating and being with me tonight and giving Kelly the break that she needs.